I got another video for all this love after Lockup season 2, episode 32. Let's get into it. So Lizzie and Daniel go to a bar, and at the bar they playing pool. Lizzie's like, "Oh, I see my ex. What am I to do?" Bitch, nothing. Y'all kill me seeing your exes in public spaces freaking out or making a big deal out of nothing. They your ex. Just act like they don't exist. It's simple. And the funny thing was, whole time this nigga was looking down. He never not once looked at her. Like the whole time they speaking on this nigga, he was looking down texting. Lizzie ain't even had to let everybody know that was her ex unless he came up and said something. Then to come out, she was talking to him same time she was talking to Daniel. And it's just like, what's up with all that shit about you not having the time? Not having nothing to invest, but you sitting over here fucking with two different niggas. That take more time than you leading us to believe you got. So this time, Amber and her friend plan actually works, I guess you could say, because they took Vincent to this strip club with all of Amber's friends and got him drunk. Then his dumbass stumbled outside and announced to everybody he had too much to drink. And that's the first fuck up. You never get too fucked up around your bitch, nigga, ever. But especially in the beginning stages when her friends and family are unsure of you and interrogating you, you dumbass nigga. Then her friend asked him, like, "Oh, why Amber?" He told her, "Why not?" Then she would ask him another question. She was like, "Oh, well, God brought her to me." And she was like, "What else?" This nigga just sat there looking dumb. Then he gonna get in his confessional talking about, "Oh, I can't believe Amber's sitting here letting this happen." Vince, I know you drunk right now, but have you ever considered that she might be the reason this is happening? I mean, think about it. When you was at the restaurant, as soon as you sat down, you was getting interrogated. And now you out your body, you off your rocker, and she questioning you all over again. She would never be doing this shit if Amber wasn't okay with it and if Amber checked that behavior. But she's not checking that behavior because she's okay with it. Josh tells Cheryl in the story how he robbed a bank and how when he robbed the bank, he stopped and buried a band and then he continued to run. And my question is, how much did you take? Because, I mean, a band is a band. I ain't complaining. But it's like, you know what I'm saying? If that was going to be waiting on you when you got out, nigga, we could have put a little bit more down there. we could have buried a little bit more down there. If you was waiting on a band when you got out and you wasn't sure of yourself, you was just waiting on a band, my nigga. Come on, this shit wasn't even worth it. I mean, it wasn't worth it in the first place, but like knowing that's all you saved, knowing that was your backup, knowing that's all you did, nigga, it was never worth it. Then this also leads me to say, like, no, I ain't even gonna take that angle. So when Cheryl asked, you know, where is it? Josh was like, "Oh, that's the problem. It's underwater." Nigga. Like, I get you did a bid and sometimes you're gonna forget little shit, but I'm finna be like, nigga, I just don't understand. Like, I'm really just finna be like, nigga, just shut up. Like, this nigga said it was like 5 different places, bro. He don't know. That's why I said, like, I get you gonna forget shit, but it just comes to a point where it's like, why are we even dragging this on? At first it was buried. Now it's underwater. Is it buried underwater? Now it's in the Sahara. Like, nigga. He don't know where this shit is. And I'm not finna go in there, nigga, in these good white folk neighborhood, nigga, and start digging in their yard on some stupid shit, because this nigga don't know where the fuck this shit is. Like, I don't have time for this shit. So coming to find out, the reason Lizzie X was on the phone this whole time is because he thought she was wearing a wire, which, like, that's understandable because they come in with a camera crew that's watching them play pool, nigga. Like, that's odd, you feel me? But that's even stupid as fuck. Like, that's why I said, like, these motherfuckers don't be hard or don't know, you know, what they doing. They don't be no type smart guys, none of that. Nigga, they don't be no tough guy. They just be dumb as hell. Even if she was wearing a wire, nigga, why would you text her and ask if she's wearing a wire? As if, even if she hypothetically was wearing wire, she would tell you, yes. Yes, I am an informant. Like, nigga, who's gonna do that? Are you wearing a wire? Nigga, that's not how that works. The whole point of me wearing a wire is so that you trust me and you're able to tell me whatever and I can talk to you about whatever and you don't know that I'm wearing a wire. Alex going to meet Glorilla's mom and they decide to meet up at a park. Glorilla's mom brought the dog with her, so Glorilla went in for a hug. She hugged her, but then Alex introduced himself and she wouldn't shake his hand. When Glorilla asked her mom about it, her mom was like, "Oh, I got dog on my hands." Girl, you literally just put them dog hands on your daughter. Matter of fact, we won't even take that angle. Let's take the angle of you just touch your face with them dog hands. Literally, after she said that, She pushed her glasses up and touched her face. Like, be for real, bro. You just didn't want to shake that man's hand, which is cool, but just say you didn't want to shake that nigga hand. So the conversation ends with Glorilla pretty much asking, like, will Alex still marry Glorilla knowing that he's Muslim and she's a Christian? Then he was like, I don't know. So then her mother was like, that's all I needed to hear. Like, what you mean? At least the nigga was honest. He could have lied and said, yeah, he would. And then when it was time for the engagement or the wedding, he could have been like, you're not Muslim, so it's not going to work. Like, then I don't want to take the angle of it's not that deep, but it's not that deep. Her mother asking him how would he raise the kids, but the thing is, like, I get it. Like, I'm not saying that religion can't be a factor when it comes to breaking up in a relationship, and it's not a huge deal, but Glorilla knew he was a Muslim when she first met that nigga, so I'm sure it's not a surprise for her or him. But also, why are we raising the kid having to choose? You know, like, they could just incorporate both in their lives, and when they get old enough to actually understand, you know, either religion or either side, then they'll make that decision. But we'll incorporate a little bit from each side into his lifestyle. Or we won't do either or. Just let that nigga grow up and just decide for his fucking self whenever he's old enough to decide for his fucking self. Hell, just because you grow up within a certain religion, it don't mean that you'll remain that religion. I know people that grew up, you know, Christian, now they atheists, or some people that grew up witnesses that, bro, I know all types of shit, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, you never know, bro. So when Cheryl and Josh go to the spot and start digging, it hits me. Wait, nigga, you said it was buried. How the fuck? Wait, like so many, so much shit is just hitting me because at first they digged in like, they didn't even dig in like remotely close places. Like when they went, they were digging in like random ass spots. It looked like that's the reason why I said, bro, this nigga's on some goofy shit, bro. Cause we really finna just be digging in somebody's yard. Cause at first they were digging like in the middle of the fucking yard. Then afterward, like he's in the pond water. It's like, nigga, what? Like, what are you doing? So you don't know where this shit is. It's all in random spots where they go digging, and this shit is just wild, bro. Like, this shit is stupid. And then like when he started digging in the water, I just realized earlier that like I can't even, y'all. I'm sorry. Like I just get dumber and dumber watching this shit because I'm like, no way that this nigga buried money, paper underwater for years and expected to come. Like, I swear to God, I just get stupid and more stupid watching this shit. Angela was writing and she's like, I'm done being taken advantage of. Angela, you're on the way to go get this nigga right now. Like, I'm always wondering, like, why she wasn't having this conversation within the comfort of her own home. Like, I understand you lying because that's what y'all do on this show. But how are you going to lie and do the thing that you weren't doing as you're telling the lie about not doing what you're currently doing? He's not gonna take advantage of me anymore. I won't be taken advantage of anymore. Bitch, you're on the way there right now. The GPS said we're 5 away. What do you mean? Like, we're here. We're pulling up. Like, you're literally about to get taken advantage of over and over and over and over and over again. Why are we doing this? But yeah, that's the end of this one. There we go. Like, subscribe, share, together.